Welcome to a journey through the fascinating world of behavioral design. To understand where it came from, we need to go back to the beginning, and to the beginning of the insights themselves. Let's delve into early psychology and economics. It all started with a simple question: why do people make the choices they do? Early in the 20th century, psychologists and economists teamed up to tackle this mystery. They were curious about the forces driving human behavior and the decisions we make. During the 20s and 30s, a new theory called behaviorism came into play. This was all about observing actions to understand what goes on in our minds. Meanwhile, economists were betting on rational choice theory, which assumes we all make decisions like well-informed, logical machines. But let's be honest, that's not always how it goes in the real world, right? Enter the dynamic duo of psychology, Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. In the 70s, they introduced prospect theory, turning the old assumptions on their head. They showed us that our decisions are not just about logic, they're also influenced by biases and shortcuts our brains take, which they called heuristics. This groundbreaking idea was the birth of behavioral economics, a field that marries psychology with economics to map out the often irrational territory of human decision-making. As these ideas took root, a new term started making the rounds: behavioral design. This was all about taking these spicy insights into human behavior and using them to shape the world around us. Think about nudges, those little pushes towards better choices that we barely notice. Nudging became a buzzword in the 2000s, pioneered and popularized by Richard Thaler and Cass Sunstein in their book, Nudge: Improving Decisions About Health, Wealth, and Happiness. You should give it a read. Even the UK government got in on the action, setting up the Nudge Unit to sprinkle behavioral science impact on policies and public services. But behavioral design isn't just stuck in a lab or a policy room. It's exploded into other insight fields like social psychology, cognitive science, neuroscience, and even anthropology. This mix and match approach helps tackle all sorts of challenges, from boosting public health to promoting green habits and enhancing financial well-being. Now, behavioral design is everywhere. It's in the apps we use, the ads we see, the policies that guide us. It's a toolkit for changemakers, designers, and researchers aiming to craft a future that's not just effective, but also human-centered. And if you're keen to dive deeper into the worlds of behavioral design across various sectors like advertising, finance, health, and more, there's a whole universe of behavioral science companies out there ready to explore. Want to explore all these new companies and teams? Explore the resource linked below. So, what have we learned? Behavioral design has come a long way from its early roots in psychology and economics, and later behavioral economics. It's a rich blend of disciplines, providing a deep understanding of why we do what we do and how we can do better. This knowledge isn't just academic. It's a practical guide to designing a world that understands and enhances human behavior.